This time, I head into big game country to find the truth about a mysterious feature spotted in the home of Africa's deadliest wildlife.
We need to be careful.
To reach my target, I need armed protection.
What's that, Kalashnikov? They are circling around the tent.
I've found a satellite image that has me intrigued. This one is in the remote wild west of Zambia, in Central Africa. I've just zoomed into an area of western Zambia, which is called the Luwa Plains, and there's some mad black dots with a white halo around them. Quite baffling, actually. I've never seen anything quite like this. They look like some sort of weird biological growth that you'd look at under a microscope. The cluster, though, is about 60 meters in diameter, so it's not small at all, but this is a vast feature that's visible from space. This part of Africa is somewhere I've never been, but I know it's far from the safest place to explore on foot. The risk from dangerous wildlife is compounded by the very real threat from armed poachers.
Hello, mate. How are you? Yeah, good.
I'm bringing along cameraman Johnny to help me film the journey. 2 flights later, and we're in Zambia. And after a quick Ebola check, our final leg is by light aircraft to Mongu, in the far west of the country. My target is in Zambia's wild west. A vast plain on the opposite side of the legendary Zambezi River. The nearest town is the fishing port of Kalabo. To get there by road from Mongu would add days, so I want to travel as the crow flies. My priority in Mongu is to find a way across the Zambezi and its vast floodplain.
Thank you, mate.
And I reckon there's one pretty obvious place to start my search.
Where's the harbour? This side. Go over there. Hello. Hello. What I've just caught a first glimpse of the huge road that's extending out into the floodplain of the Zambezi. The road is obviously being constructed as we speak. That opens up new options.
The new road is still only half built, but I can see it's heading in the right direction.
Is it possible to get a lift in a truck? Is there a vehicle that's going that way?
Yes, only construction vehicles, but they are coming 16 hours.
So if we wait here until 16 hours, then we could maybe go with the construction trucks?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, mate.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, you're welcome.
The signs aren't good. I'm waiting for a truck that could never come by the side of a road to nowhere.
The truck coming at 5 or 4? At 5? There is a truck coming and it's got workers on it, so fingers crossed I can jump on this. Can me and my friend come on the truck? Yeah? Thank you, mate.
I don't know where the truck's heading, but at least it's taken me in the right direction. And better still, the journey gives me a chance to tap into some local knowledge.
Where are you going? Leia Louis?
Yes.
Can we stay in Leia Louis? What's your name?
Princess Mata.
Princess Mata. Can I come and sit next to you? Are you really a princess?
Yeah.
Are you? I've never met a princess before.
Oh!
That's incredible. So we're on our way in style with the princess.
4.
You're going?
Yes.
Oh, we get off here?
Even you.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Time to get off? To Leia Louis?
Leia Louis, Loyal Village. Leia Louis.
Yeah?
She's not joking. Leia Louis is home to the royal family of Barotseland, a self-ruling tribal state inside Zambia that has its own monarchy. The village is built around the summer palace of the king, who is the princess's uncle. And I've just been told that all visits here are strictly controlled. I'm told to report to the Kuta, the king's council of elders, who are known as Indunas. This is no mere formality. The Indunas will have the final word on whether I can travel through their land.
This is the palace. Leia Louis Royal Palace.
Approaching the court, I can tell from Princess Mata's tone that this is serious.
You have to kneel down.
Kneel down.
Yeah.
Johnny is told to leave his camera outside, but I managed to keep mine running.
Yeah, me.
The Royal Council demands an explanation of why I'm here.
We'd like to pass through here and film everything and meet people.
My unexpected arrival has broken local etiquette. Around here, strangers don't just turn up unannounced. All I can do is wait for their verdict.
Miss Saidi, though your journey was not known, now your journey is known. We receive you as a visitor and wish you a good journey.
Thank you for coming together and having this discussion and allowing us to stay. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed.
And we've been invited to stay. Princess Mata shows us to a spot where we can camp overnight in the grounds of her house.
Thank you for inviting us into your home. It's amazing.
This is Zambian food, buhobe, with this shungwa.
Shishungwa.
Yeah.
Is that cow? Is that... Oh, it's vegetable.
Yeah.
I really like him. I really like him. Life could not get better than this. Just extraordinary. The speed at which you can get into Africa from London via planes, trucks, and suddenly you're speaking to an African princess. Can't make things up like this, can you? You really can't. Managed to pick up quite a fast boat. We're travelling at quite a good speed.
I'm one short boat ride from Kalabo, which sits on the edge of the Liwa Plains. Kalabo is the jumping off point to an area that's home to some of Africa's most deadly wildlife. It turns out that my target is in a reserve set up to conserve this natural environment. My plan is to go in alone, but at National Park HQ I'm refused access unless I take an armed guard.
What's your name, mate?
I'm Tembo Jago.
Tembo, which means elephant, yeah?
Yes.
Is that because you're strong?
Yeah, I'm strong.
Okay, good.
I was attacked by a lion.
You were attacked by a lion?
I was asleep.
Yeah.
Then around 04 hours, then the two lions came. I shot one bullet.
Yes.
And then to scare the lions, then they ran away.
Wow, okay. Are you not therefore scared of the lions going back into the park?
Not really.
No.
I'm going to carry this gun, which I'm having.
What's that, Kalashnikov?
Yes.
Okay. We're walking with an automatic weapon because the lions and hyenas are a very serious threat.
From here it's about 50 kilometers to my target. Traveling on foot, I'm banking on making the journey in under 3 days. These guys wage an increasingly violent war with poachers.
A huge herd of wildebeest directly in front of me.
The Liwa Plains were designated as a hunting and game reserve by the King of Barotseland at the end of the 19th century. Today, this area is 3,600 square kilometers of protected wilderness. And heading off with Jacob and his AK-47, who is still very much on duty.
If we came across poachers now?
We are going to chase them.
We'd chase them?
Yeah.
You and me?
Yeah. Myself, I'm going to chase them.
Okay.
You run behind.
Yeah, no, I'll run behind. Excellent, yeah. Where's my gun?
The reality is no laughing matter. Just a year ago, one of Jacob's colleagues was shot and killed by poachers. As the light fades, we need to make camp.
And we've just pushed off the open plains into the woodland so that we can be out of the breeze.
I think we can camp here.
Nice one, okay. Both tents that we have just got the inners rather than the outers. So if it rains, we get wet. Shall I come? Yeah.
Just as we're about to get food on the go, we realise we're not alone.
There's some people talking in the opposite direction, so I'm just leaving the camp behind in our tents and following Jacob, who's going to investigate. There's what, sorry?
These footprints.
Footprint.
When we were coming, they were not there.
So there's people been here since we came here before. I can hear them again now as well, isn't it? But they're going away, no?
Yeah, they are going to that side.
Okay. Do you take your weapon with you everywhere you go?
Yeah, I should take you.
You never take it off?
No.
No, okay. Because of animals or what? Or just
Because of the nature of the work.
Because of the nature of the work?
Yes.
Ah, look at that. We've literally got a hole in the ground there. Some mosquitoes around now.
Yeah, there are a lot of mosquitoes.
What Jacob's doing at the moment is bailing all the water. It's then going to seep back into the hole and we'll have nice, fresh, filtered water, filtered by the ground itself. Without Jacob, I would have been wading into this marshy swamp to get my water. But local knowledge always helps, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm exhausted. A long day tomorrow. Getting up early. Time to hit my sack. Morning. It's 5:10 in the morning. Gonna try and be on the road by 5:30. Proper early start. Snake. Okay, there's a snake in the sand just down here. It's coiled up ready to strike right now. I think it could be a small puff adder. Made me jump. Let's go.
In Liwa, lions are now scarce, but another animal has taken advantage to become the park's top predator. The hyena.
That is the first hyena I have ever seen in the wild. It's about 100 meters away. It's just looking at us. And it's only at night time when they become dangerous because they think that a person, when he's lying asleep, is vulnerable and weak.
The oppressive heat makes resting up essential.
We're approaching a small clump of trees. They're the first ones that have been visible for literally kilometres and kilometres and kilometres. So this is home for tonight. And B, I have to say, it is relentless when you're walking across plains where there's no shade at all. It's just literally boof, boof, boof. My plan was to sit up a little bit longer tonight, just so that we can witness some of the hyena activity. That's extraordinary. The moment it got dark, so much more close than in the daytime.
Although they're usually depicted as scavengers, spotted hyenas are skilled hunters, operating by night in packs.
They're in their element, they're predators. And they're not timid anymore, not like in the daytime. When I turn my head toward John, I can see their eyes shining back at me.
When hungry, hyenas have been known to attack humans. Their powerful jaws can crush bone.
There's about 8 hyenas surrounding us now, and they're all looking in.
They'll stay around.
Yeah.
They have not fed for some time.
Yeah.
So now they are hungry.
Okay.
Then they may make us, maybe one of us, to be food.
Yeah.
So we have to be very much attentive,
Okay.
be awake.
Yeah. The hyenas are very, very close, and Jacob doesn't think they're going to go hunting. He thinks that they think that we are its food. That's why there's 8 of them all circled around our little camp. Good night, Jacob.
Just maybe.
Is it at your tent? I think there's a hyena behind my tent as well. Just having a look at the front of my tent. I can't see anything out the front of my tent. What are you worried about? If they attack the tents, we just need to be up and aggressive. And if they're properly attacking us, you have got an AK-47, mate. Yeah?
Jacob's weapon is a last resort. As the hyenas close in, he makes the call that this isn't safe. We need to act.
Are you getting out? All right, mate, I'm coming out too.
Jacob's idea is to make a fire between the tents.
We can bring the other fire in. Do you reckon this fire's going to keep us safer, and do you, Jacob?
Yes.
Yep, the right answer. That is the sound of wildebeest being chased by hyenas.
It seems the fire has forced the hyenas to hunt something else.
That is a sign of rain. It is disconcerting because we've only got the inner part of the tent. The rain is obviously coming in. You can just see the haze in front of my head torch. My tent is like a swimming pool. It's so wet. It has got rid of the hyenas. Dare I say it, it sounds like the rain is easing off.
Finally, after bailing out our tents, the chance to get some rest.
Good morning. It's 0500 hours. Eventful night. How was your night, Jacob?
No, the night was skittish.
Skittish, yeah. Sun is just poking up above the horizon. 9 kilometers to go until we hit the target.
This area was supposed to be flooded by this time, but now just because of the climate change, it seems the stream is dry completely. In some ponds there's no water.
Without the annual floods, the landscape looks very different.
There's no features on this plane at all, and yet the exact direction that I need to go to find the target, there's a rainbow.
I've been drawn across the planet by an unexplained satellite image. But in this featureless landscape, a rainbow provides the reference to guide me straight there.
3 kilometers to go to the target, so we can rest when we get there. 100 meters to go, and there's absolutely no sign of anything at all. I'm starting to get concerned that whatever I have in my head as the target, it just doesn't exist. This is very bizarre. 20 meters, 10 meters, 1 meter, 0, we're here. This is not what I was expecting at all. We've got some big holes, big sandy holes in the grass.
The black shapes from the satellite image seem to have vanished. But I have a piece of kit for exactly this situation. Maybe I can get a better sense of what's going on with an eye in the sky. Finally, it's clear. The pits have the familiar outline I saw in the satellite image, but they look so different. Now I'm here, I can see why. When the picture was taken, they must have been filled with water, giving them their dark colour. In this drought, all that's left is sand.
This can't be the end of my story, I'm afraid. I need to go and ask more questions. This has to be more interesting than it at first appears.
Jacob tells me about a settlement that is not too far away.
I'm on my way to see the main area chief, the chief in Duna, to see whether he can fill in any of my blanks. Can I speak to you in Duna? Hello. Hello. Nice to meet you. This image here on the iPad is a picture from a satellite, and I wonder whether the Induna knows what this is.
He said he knows about it.
Okay, could he explain the story behind it?
The Induna seems reluctant to speak about these strange markings. I think everyone is unnerved by Jacob and his AK-47.
I've travelled all the way from England to see it with my own eyes. It's fascinating.
Once they understand that Jacob isn't here to arrest them, they reveal the truth.
Concrete.
Making slabs, concrete slabs.
Oh.
It would appear that the target area is a series of pits that have been dug in order to get building materials out of the ground in order to make big concrete slabs. Is there a building in the village that we can see that was constructed using the stones that came out of that pit?
For the school and
For the school it was.
The Induna explains that it's illegal to remove anything from the park, even stones. Without another local source of rock, they were forced to stop work and the school remains unfinished. At the site, I immediately find stones that probably came from the target area.
They're not precious stones or anything, but it's these materials that are absolutely essential for guys to build in this area. So without these rocks, you can't build a house, or you can't build a concrete house anyway.
This journey was inspired by a mysterious satellite image. And though what I found is far from mysterious, the journey that brought me here is something I'll never forget.
Life isn't always about what you find at the end, is it? It's not always about achieving or fulfilling a mission. Life's about the journey, and I think this has been a good reminder to me that it's about the people that I've met and the experiences that I've had. It's not about the achievement of physically getting here. It's about the journey along the way, and that has been extraordinary.